On this adventure, we're going to war with some ground squirrels. This is my grandma's orchard, and last year the squirrels ate every last apricot out of the trees. She ended up calling me afterwards and asking me to help her, and I killed 38 squirrels last year. This year we're going to try and get a head start on them and take them out before they get a chance to eat the apricots. This is what we're going to be shooting. I checked the footage on this camera, which is the more expensive camera, and there's nothing. Just to see if we got him. Ground squirrels, unlike tree squirrels, are not safe to eat. They live in the ground and are exposed to all sorts of diseases, and the goal is to strictly get their numbers under control. This is the wood pile that the majority of the squirrels are living in. So I got a trail camera set up right here. We're just gonna give it a couple days and see how many squirrels are in the area to see if it's worth sitting outside like we did last year to shoot the squirrels. This is what we're gonna be shooting them with. So I upgraded this so it'll attach to a tripod, and then we added a thermal scope. All right, the trail camera just notified me that there's a squirrel out right now. So we're gonna go see if we can get a shot off. We gotta try and sneak up quietly on it. Oops. That was a little noisy. Oh, there it is. I just saw it. It popped up right where we needed it to. I think I got him. And it was only a 22-yard shot, which should be easy for that pellet gun. Oh yeah, he's done. That looks like a big old fat squirrel. A fatty. My guess is he's been eating on all those apricot pits that they stored for winter. There's a male, which we want to get the females because that's how you cut their population down. But I'll settle for a male too. Look at that sucker. Oh, well, he's as big as my arm. One headshot, one squirrel down. We'll see if there's more. This air gun is amazing. You can get this air gun from Utah Air Guns. They have a huge selection of air guns, and they actually have the biggest optic selection in the state. So if you need night vision, thermal, any kind of scope, you should check them out. They're pretty sweet. I'm gonna run to Sportsman's and I'm gonna get another trail camera, exact same brand. That way it'll notify me. I want multiple angles. I need it like a warning system for when the squirrels are there, because I can't sit out there all day. And then I'm gonna get some cat food and some other things to see if it'll draw the squirrels out. I know they like apricot pits and they chew up the peach trees. We're gonna see what else they like. Maybe we'll get some nuts. We'll let you know. All right, so now we're stopping at the grocery store to get some stuff to bait the squirrels. According to Google, squirrels like to eat fruit, vegetables, nuts, fungi, and bugs. We're not gonna bother with the insects one, but we're gonna get a couple varieties of the rest of them and see what attracts the squirrels the quickest. We're also gonna try one mystery meal. All right, we're back at the house. We got a nice feeding table set up for the squirrels, and we're gonna set all the food out and see which one they like the best. What one do you think it's gonna be? All right, a couple last things. We're gonna try a banana. I don't really have faith that the banana is gonna work, but we're gonna try it anyways. And we only need half. And the secret weapon, cat food. So I already know that this works. I just wonder how well it works compared to this. And compared to this is cheap. $5 for this big bag. But if some of these work better and attract them a little bit more, then we're gonna switch. All right, the warning system is all set up. Now it's time to head back inside and see if we can get something to come in. Well, it is the next day and this is pretty interesting. So, all of the nuts are gone except for one almond, and I have no video footage of it. They did not set off the trail camera, so what took it all? So there's a stack of nuts right here. Nothing else is touched. They're all drying up. I checked the footage on this camera, which is the more expensive camera, and there's nothing. So the last picture that's on here is like a check-in picture. Every night the camera sends you a picture just to verify that it's still working. And you can see the nuts there. The next picture is me walking into the frame and the nuts are gone. No other pictures than that. All right, we're gonna check this last camera really quick and see what the deal is with this. Where did the nuts go? That's the big question. They just seem to have disappeared. Holy cow, I took a lot of photos. I did not receive notifications for all of these. Jeez, what are all these from? Oh, this is all the wrong stuff. Ah, there we go. Oh, it's at the wrong angle. So it's not, if it picks up on anything, it's gonna pick up on something moving out of frame. That's what it should. So we're gonna test this out again, and we are going to put some more nuts out here. We're gonna put the camera a little bit closer and angle it so it's more focused on the food to see if we can capture whatever it is. All right, we got both cameras set up. So this one's facing the food from that angle, and we got this one facing the food from that angle. So if anything comes in here, we should be able to see it. All right, so we have a problem. I think the wind is blowing and setting off these cameras. Every time the grass moves, it sets off the camera because they're motion detected. So I think we're gonna have to move the bait back up on top of the wood pile and readjust the cameras so they don't pick up on the grass moving. So I've repositioned the cameras. Hopefully this time they don't get triggered by the wind, and the only time they trigger is from squirrels. Dang grass. So I'm gonna head back inside and just wait. All right, it's 10 o'clock at night and we're getting notifications on the game camera saying that something's there. I'm pretty sure it's a raccoon. We're gonna head out and see if we can get a shot at them because you don't need a permit to shoot those in Utah either. Got him. It's crazy. Let's go see if we got him.
What if I shot that? I heard a thump.
I hit him right here. Oh, that was awesome.
Hefe, I was doing testing for my driver's license.
You were?
Actually, I finished them, but like 2 seconds before you got down there.
They were eating all of this, and I hit him.
Well, I know you smoked him.
Okay, that's berries.
He could have just died in the wood pile.
Yeah, then he might have crawled down in.
Yeah, but you know you hit him, right?
Oh yeah, that was a good shot. I don't see blood anywhere. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, not even a drop of blood. But we're gonna call it a night. It's late. If they come back out, I'll get a notification on it. And in the morning, I'll come back out and look for some more blood.
Where's Scooby-Doo when we need him?
I know. Scooby-Doo, where are you? All right, it's the next day, and there isn't a sign of blood anywhere, which is weird. It makes me want to go check my rifle and make sure it's still on. But from the reaction of the raccoon, it looked like I hit it. Like it fell over and crunched like I hit it right in the perfect spot. I'm looking exactly where it ran off, and there's no sign of it at all. So I've got more cat food set out. Hopefully they come back and we can take them out. The reason why I'm shooting them is because last year they killed a lot of chickens. I actually have a picture of them hauling off a chicken straight out of the chicken coop. So we're just gonna eliminate them out of this area. All I can do is wait and hope that they come back in. All right, the trail camera's been going off, which means there's a squirrel in the area. I couldn't see it the first couple times that it went off, but then I finally spotted it. So we're heading out, see if we can get a shot off. Oh, I think I see her. Well, I messed that shot up big time. I had the gun on safety, and when you pull the trigger, what you think is gonna fire doesn't actually fire. When you don't have a round in the chamber, the trigger feels like it's on safety. So I didn't think I put one in. So I racked another one in and accidentally double fed the barrel. So I had to fire it off at the ground, which scared the squirrel, and now it's gone. That's a bummer. I have to try again. It's just crazy that these squirrels only come out during the hottest times of the day. This one's quite a bit smaller than the last one. I'm just gonna go make sure that there's cat food still up there. So this is the verdict for me. You don't need to use expensive bait. Cat food works for everything. It brings in raccoons, skunks, squirrels, all of it. All right, we're gonna go verify that we still have cat food there, and then we're gonna take off because I gotta go do an oil change on the Bronco. All right, there's still a big pile of cat food on there, so we're good. I'm gonna take off. $100 says the moment we get to Matt's off-road recovery, the trail cameras start going off, saying there's a squirrel there. That's my bet. Okay, so we're here at Matt's off-road recovery to do the oil change, and look what I found in the armor underneath. This isn't supposed to be here. I got like 30 pounds of sand. So we're gonna drill some holes in the armor so it can come out, but that's bad because it was resting. You got your drive shaft right here, your exhaust, it was heating everything up.
Oil pan was just paint.
All right, we're gonna get some AMS oil in this thing and get going. And of course, like I told you, the moment I got here, all the squirrels were gonna set off the trail camera, and they've been setting it off like crazy. All right, I just wrapped up the oil change, and according to the trail cameras, that squirrel is still there, setting it off. So hopefully it's there when we get back. We're gonna see if we can take out that squirrel. I just got back and there it is, just chilling there. That's gonna be a close shot. Oh, I skimmed it back. Well, I got 2 shots off at it. One of them I hit a pipe. The other one, it looked like I just skimmed over its back. This is a very smart and skittish squirrel. It's setting off the trail cameras, but it's staying out of view where I can even come close to seeing it. I just needed to poke its head out one more time. I told myself I wouldn't sit out here and wait, but this squirrel is asking for it. Well, it doesn't look like that squirrel's coming back out. This is the hardest squirrel I've ever hunted. So this squirrel's gonna live another day. But with there being so few squirrels, that's a good sign. The apricot trees should thrive this year, but we're still gonna try and take out this squirrel and as many as possible just to make sure. We don't want their populations getting out of control like they did last year. There's enough surrounding area around where I live to house plenty of squirrels. There's no way we're gonna take out the whole population, but we're definitely gonna put a little bit of a dent into it, at least on our property. I think I finally got her. Him, it, whatever it is. Stuck its head up just a little bit too long. Let's see if I can find it. No way. Something's going on. I got no blood. This is starting to become a routine thing. I'm gonna have to check really quick and see if it's the rifle, which I don't think it is. I shot that last squirrel with it, no problem. Squirrel was sitting right in that pile right there. Nothing new. I did make a mistake and I didn't range that squirrel, but I shouldn't have had to. I zeroed the air gun for like 40 yards and I was 40 yards away. So I should have been right on if I didn't get the squirrel. So help me. I'm gonna check and make sure that the rifle's still shooting accurately because that's ridiculous. First the raccoon, now the squirrel. So I'm just gonna shoot at this lid and see. Wow, I hit a little left on that one. Okay, I'm pretty sure I got it dialed in now. I aimed right at this notch. Ooh, it's a little tiny bit low. And then I was hitting those. Maybe I'm hitting a little low, but that's close enough to where it won't make a difference on a squirrel. Now I'm just gonna wait for the squirrel to come back. I did also bring out my tripod, so I've got my gun on a way more stable shooting position. Oh, there it is. I think I finally got it. About ready to leave and it came out, gave me the opportunity to hit it. Had a stable shooting position. I might have hit a little bit too far back on it, but I think I finally got her. There's no blood. I'm just going inside. I got some work to do. All right, this is the log that it was chilling inside of. I don't see a bullet below or above it, and I don't see any blood. This is the world's luckiest squirrel. Man, I would have shot like 20 of them by now if this was last year. Maybe I can't shoot. That looked like a really clean shot, but apparently it was not. This squirrel is really testing me. All right, I'm gonna head inside. If the camera goes off again, we'll know I didn't get the squirrel. Holy cow. I can't believe this. All right, guys, well, it's been a couple days with no movement on the trail camera, but we did have a visitor stop by last night and try and dig some stuff out of the wood pile, which means there's probably some dead squirrels in there. So I came out to investigate and sure enough, it stinks. So I've got a fox problem I have to handle because I can't keep them in the area, but that's for a later date. Right now I'm gonna be heading to Moab. So when I get back, I'll handle the fox problem. But I thought when I was shooting, I was missing these squirrels. So I went in and I reviewed the scope footage and I hit every single squirrel that I shot at. Every single one. And the wood pile stinking verifies that. So I know I'm not a bad shot. And that's good news. But that does mean I need to change up my tactic a little bit. I'm just gonna have to start doing headshots. And if I miss, I miss, whatever. But that's the most humane thing to do, I think. But it's good to know that I actually hit these squirrels upon reviewing this footage. So I was also under the impression that there was only 2 squirrels in this area. There was a lot more than that. I shot at least 4, which means I did keep their numbers under control. We'll see if more move in and handle it later. But for now, thank you for watching.